Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. Today, I want to talk about the number one mistake people make when they run into their ex. If you've been listening to me for a while, then you know about no contact, and maybe you have done very well with the no contact. You've stayed away from them, you haven't called them, you haven't texted them. If they just sent you a very brief text with just hi or hey, you didn't respond, so you've been doing great. And then you run into your ex, and there is a possibility, if you don't know what you're doing, that you're going to screw it up. So before I get into that, I want to remind you to be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And while you're at it, tap the bell icon so you'll be notified when a new video is up. So I decided to do this video because I got a comment on one of my videos today, and the guy messed up when he ran into his ex. And so I thought, okay, I better get the word out because we don't want more people messing up. So I'll go through his brief comment here, and then I will let you know what that big mistake is. So he says, I was on day 17 of no contact, and I accidentally ran into my ex last night at a bar. I would have Houdini'd out of there, very funny, but was spotted, so I knew I couldn't run away. Okay, so first of all, who said you need to run away just because you see your ex, just because your ex is there, just because you were spotted? Nobody said you had to run away. I think this guy doesn't understand no contact. No contact doesn't mean that if you see your ex, oh my God, I got to run away because there can't be any contact. No. No contact means that you don't reach out to them. But if you happen to be in the same place, unless you orchestrated to be there and they know that, if you just happen to run into each other accidentally, then you're not breaking no contact. But for some reason, he thought he had to run away. He goes on, she was talking with some guy and I noticed she was extremely drunk. How attractive. Nonetheless, I gave a generalized hello, how are you? Now, I don't know if he initiated talking to her or if she said hello, if he was nearby, I don't know. But unless she initiated talking to him, he should not have been talking to her. So that's another mistake. Asked her if she was going to be here for the remainder of the night. She replied, yes, why? And I said, well, my friends and I are going to go elsewhere then. Bad move, dude. Bad move. Why did you need to go elsewhere? Because it looks like you're still upset over the breakup. And I'm sorry, but that's a beta male move. It's like, well, if you're going to be here, then I'm leaving. I can't be in the same bar as you. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. No. You be an alpha male and it's like, I'm here with my friends and I'm not going anywhere. If you want to leave, you leave. I'm not saying that you say that to her, but that should be in your mind. It's like, why do you have to leave just because she's there? No. You should have stayed there. But again, I think you misunderstood no contact, so you thought you had to get the hell out of there. No. You stand your ground. So he said, well, my friends and I are going to go elsewhere then. Hope you're doing well and have a good rest of the night. I gathered my friends and we left. Is there anything I should have done or not done? Yeah, you shouldn't have left. And you shouldn't have asked her if she was going to be there, and you shouldn't have told her that you were leaving. If she talked to you first, then you could have said, hey, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Hope you have a good night. And then continued on with your friends. If she didn't say anything to you, then you didn't need to say anything to her. Also, did the 30-second encounter erase all my hard work? Well, it's only 17 days of no contact. I don't know how hard that work was, but see, the thing about no contact, one of the reasons it's effective if you want your ex back is because there's curiosity and they don't know how you feel and they think that maybe you've moved on and you're indifferent. And so the fact that you left shows that you still have emotions there, that you're not indifferent, because if you were indifferent, why would you need to leave? And so the biggest mistake when you run into your ex is giving them too much attention, making it a big deal. He made this whole running into her a big deal. He didn't have to hightail it out of there with his friends. Kind of makes me laugh, actually. And so if there is a possibility of you running into your ex, if you live in the same city, if you go to the same school, work in the same building, at the same job, neighborhood, whatever, if there's a remote possibility of you running into your ex, then you need to have a game plan beforehand so that you don't mess it up when you do run into them. You don't want to mess up all the no contact you've done up to that point, because if they haven't heard from you, they're going to start to get curious at some point and wonder if you've totally forgotten about them and moved on. So if you run into them and you act all flustered and scared and emotional, have this deer in the headlights look, hightail it out of there, they're going to know that you're not over them and that they have nothing to worry about, and they can take their time reaching out to you in the future if they want to. So you have to, above all, remain calm. Remember, that has to be the one thing in your mind. Have a poker face. And you need to practice this at home beforehand. I'm not kidding. Pretend that you've run into them. Put together a scenario in your mind of how you could possibly run into them. What is your facial expression going to be? If it was an amicable breakup and they wave to you, you can just wave back. No smiling. No smiling whatsoever. If it was a bad breakup and they don't wave, then you just look away as soon as you make eye contact. If they come over to talk to you, again, no smiling. You have to come across as indifferent. You have to show that they have no control over you emotionally, even if you're shaking inside, which you probably will be. And you're not going to be able to do this on the spur of the moment. You need to practice at home beforehand, like an actor rehearsing a scene. Do not go up to them. They need to come up to you if they want to. And if they don't, well, they don't. Keep it moving. Do not smile under any circumstances. Don't look angry, but just have a plain look on your face. Be polite, keep the conversation short, and say that you got to get going. And that is how you handle running into your ex. So what this guy should have done is that he should not have gone up to her. If he did, I'm not sure. And if she came up to him, hey, how you doing? How are things? La la la, nice to see you. Hey, I'm going to go back to my friends. Have a good evening. And that was it. He didn't have to leave. So I would like for you to comment below if you have run into your ex already. I would love to hear what happened. Or if there is a possibility of you running into your ex, I want to know, what is your game plan? Please comment below. And in the meantime, if you're going through a breakup and you need help with the no contact or other strategy, I am available for a private coaching session so that I can help you get your ex back. And you can go to theartoflove.net. The direct link is below. If you're listening on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe. If you're listening on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.